Okay, so today we are making a blueberry cobbler since it's springtime. Here are all of our ingredients. You're going to need your measuring cups and your measuring spoons, a nice dish to put your sugar and cinnamon in, a casserole or pie dish. I'm going with a casserole dish. And one normal size pot. Please excuse that. I have to light my stove on fire. Okay. So we need 4 to 6 cups of blueberries. So we're gonna start off with 4. Okay, so let's hike up our sleeves, make sure your hands are washed. So we have already put our blueberries in the pot. So next up, we are going to want to have half a cup of packed brown sugar. You want to make sure that it's packed, because you want as much of the brown sugar as you can get. So here we go, we have half our cup. So as you can see here, I'm just taking that half a cup and I'm using light brown sugar. You could use dark, but I prefer light, and make sure you are packing it in there. Alright, so when I say a packed half a cup, I mean it. Put your sugar in. And then you can use your finger. See here? You have it, it's not packed. You're going to just press it in there. See, now we have a packed in there. So now we're going to add some more. There we go. Pack it in there. Perfect. So see, now we have a packed half a cup. And we are going to take that and add it to our blueberries. So take a walk with me. So we have our blueberries in the pan, and we're going to add our brown sugar. See, nice and packed. Okay. Now we need 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. I'm using this kind, Italia. So we're just gonna fill that nice and up. Alright. And we'll add that to our blueberries. Okay, now that we have our lemon juice, blueberries, and packed brown sugar into the pot, you're going to turn your stove on to medium heat. Gotta light mine. Alright. And then you're going to stir and simmer for 3 minutes. Okay, so this is our blueberries, brown sugar, and lemon juice. See how it's coming to a nice bluish red color? We've got that going on. So we're just going to keep stirring, and then we're going to let it simmer for 3 minutes, stirring occasionally. You don't want to overdo it, but you don't want to let it burn. Okay, so while that's simmering, what you're going to want to do is put 2 tablespoons of flour, all-purpose flour, into a dish. And then you're also going to put oh, screw me. One-fourth of a teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt in there. So if you have one of these, just go ahead and pop the top off. And then you don't want to overpack that, so there we go. Put that in there. Obviously, if you like things a little bit more cinnamony, feel free to add a little extra. Don't overdo it though. Okay, and now we're going to do the exact same thing for the salt. You're just going to take some normal salt, about 1/4, and put that in there. So now that we've given that a little shake, we're going to take it over with us and see our sauce there simmering. We're going to add that. There we go. Now we're going to mix this in. So this is what we want our fruit compote to look like, really. See how it's nice and juicy, but we still have blueberry clumps. If you need to, lower the heat just a little bit, like I might. Okay. And now that that's mixed in, we're just gonna give it a nice stir. See, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so now, see, we're just letting it go for about 3 more minutes so that it can thicken up. Looks so good though. I'm gonna up the heat just a little. Yeah. And don't be afraid to adjust as you need. Like if it's too hot, lower it. If it's not hot enough, heat it up. Alright. So now that we've got a nice compote there, we're going to remove it from the heat. Okay. And then we're going to move on to our super simple topping. Okay, so this next part's a little bit of fun. So instead of dirtying up another dish, we've added some vanilla extract into here. You do not need a lot. Vanilla goes a long way. So we're going to have that there. And then here we've mixed 2 tablespoons of cinnamon and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Okay, and then we are going to take some just cheap jumbo biscuits, regular biscuits, whatever you can get your hands on. We want cheap and easy, right? And you're going to open these up. So now that we have everything prepped for our crust, we've got our cinnamon sugar, our vanilla extract, and our biscuits, not the flaky kind. Remember that, not the flaky kind. We are going to take our blueberry compote and put it in our baking dish. So we're going to take your 1/4 of the biscuit, you're going to dip it in the vanilla extract, and then you're going to give it a quick dip in the cinnamon sugar. Then you're going to leave some space here, and you're going to cover your blueberry compote with the biscuits. You want to give it some space because biscuits are going to fluff up. Okay, and we're going to do that until this is covered. Okay, so this is about what we want it to look like. This took roughly 4 jumbo cheap biscuits that are all washed in vanilla extract and dipped in cinnamon sugar. So now we are going to take these and we're going to put it in our oven at about 350, but you can go up to 400. It just depends on what your oven needs. And we're going to do that for about 20 minutes, but we're going to check it in 15. Okay, so this is about 15 minutes in. As you can see, it's not fully there yet. So what we're going to do is turn it up to 400 degrees and leave it in for another about 5 to 10 minutes and see how it goes. Okay, so this is our final product straight out of the oven. As you can see, the biscuits have flaked up and they're acting as our crust. It's very nice. And once it cools a little bit, we'll scoop some off and I'll tell you how it is. If you couldn't tell, big hit. Thanks for baking on a budget with me.